Come in and let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk to me. Come on in.
Girl, come on in here and talk to me. Sit on down and relax your body.
Come in and let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk to me. Come on in.
Girl, I'm gonna tell you about the perfect week and how God keeps blessing me.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you. No matter what you're going through, let's chat. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Girl, you know I'm here for you. Let's chat.
Hey, honey. Hey, it is your girl, Miss Leda, and I am back with yet another video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day because you know your girl definitely is. So today's video, we're going to be talking about Luvd by Erica. So y'all, I hope y'all ready for my thoughts and opinions and a recap because I'm definitely finna give it to you. Stay tuned. Hold on now. Okay, let me go ahead and slap this disclaimer up just in case any of y'all try to come for me. While I'm at it, going to a party, who you gonna see this and that. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry, y'all. Party been canceled. Party canceled. Party is canceled. Y'all didn't hear? Party canceled. Party for today is canceled. Right, y'all. So let me give you a quick recap and a rundown of what's going on. A lot of you guys have already predicted that Luvd by Erica would be canceling her party for today, which was supposed to be in Houston. And various content creators have said this over and over again, that this would not happen. And now here it is. Miss Luvd by Erica dropped a video stating that the party for today, the book tour, has been canceled. It will not be taking place. And that the refund for some of the books have already started to take place. Now, she did go on to say that, you know, she doesn't understand why a lot of people want to see her downfall, and that, you know, she's still going to continue on and to be on YouTube no matter what. No matter what anybody has to say about her negative or how many times they want to bash her, she's still going to continue to thrive as a woman, in business and as a mother. So, but the party for today has been canceled. Now, she did talk about some other things. And she went on to school and educate people in regards to what a pre-order was. And that, you know, this is a trial and error situation for her. And that she has been parenting. And so she hasn't been able to do the very best business-wise. Because, again, it's trial and error for her. She's just trying something. And she's been scammed multiple times. She did make mention that she didn't care who talked about her or who said what. And she said that when others react to her videos, she gets nothing. I'm sorry, y'all. The phone cut off right in the middle. She said when others react to her videos that she gets nothing from it. And so, you know, they're just reacting to boost their numbers and things of that sort. So we finna get into some things. And Miss Leda finna educate in school as well, okay? Now, I might not have all the answers, but I damn sure will take my time to look up and give y'all accurate information, okay? Okay. So let's get into it. Now, guys, before we even get started, let me say, I can only speak on what was put out there, and I can only speak on things that I have knowledge of. So the things that I'm going to be talking to you today about is either something that I looked up or something that I myself have knowledge of because I went to school for business administration in computer information systems. So I can only speak to you on what I went to school for and what I graduated from college for, which is a BA in computer information systems. And they taught you all about business and how to make sure that you were conducting business in an appropriate manner. So this isn't hearsay information. This is something that Miss Leda has knowledge of because Miss Leda went to school for. Now, have things changed? Things change daily. So I can only give you the information that I have based upon my knowledge and the stuff that I've researched myself pertaining to various businesses as far as a book deal and stuff of that nature. Okay, so let's be clear. That's where we at. Okay, so first, let's get into what it means to have a team. A team is someone who you work with. You have full trust in them that they will be able to have your back when you're not able to handle or deal with certain things. If you don't have knowledge on certain areas, your team, someone within your team has knowledge of it, or they know who they can reach out to have knowledge on a particular area. So my first thought is Miss Erica always says that she has a team working for her. Why wasn't her team working with her when it came to releasing this book and making sure that this book was out on time? Because I'm not sure if this was a delusion, and I'm not trying to be funny, or if it was something that she was trying to say that she had to make herself seem larger than what she really is. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to bash this young lady at all. But if we have a team in place, a team has your back. And a team makes sure that you're on point with everything that you need to know. Okay? That's number one. Let's be clear on that. Now, with you having an idea, you have a team that helps you to expand upon that idea that you have. So that way it can be that much better. You sit and you conduct roundtables, you throw out ideas, you brainstorm together, you come up with all type of strategic planning, you do marketing, you come up with various things in order to be able to conduct business and have all different areas covered when you work with a team. Because again, that's your support system. If you sick or if one of them is sick, someone can pick up the slack where you're lacking. Okay? Okay. A person who has a team together and who has a whole group of lawyers behind them and who isn't just talking out of the side of their neck or from their ass, then they would know the first thing that you have to have in place is contracts. Contracts are vital when conducting any type of business. In order to not be scammed, you have to have contracts into place. So if you're conducting business pertaining to a book, then you need to have a contract of completion. You need to have terms and you need to designate certain time frames in regards to things to get done. Like your book cover. The time frame that the book was actually supposed to be produced, when the marketing is supposed to start, when all the writing is supposed to be complete, various things like that. Now, if someone does not comply with the contract that you have in place with them, then guess what? You can sue them because they breached that contract. They signed this contract in agreement with you that they would have XYZ completed. And if they did not follow through with the specific details that you put into that contract, then you can sue them. It's not a scam because you specified what you needed and you put it into place. You have an agreed upon amount that you are going to pay that person. You have a time frame into place that you sign off on each time something is complete. And that is a contract. So that way you can't say, oh, I was scammed because you didn't have a contract into place. A person with a team of people behind them and a group of lawyers would know that you have to have contracts into place so that way you're not losing money on every single thing that you encounter because someone didn't comply with the terms of agreement that you verbally said. Okay? Let's start there. Now, in the video, Miss Erica went on to school people in regards to what a pre-order is. And she is absolutely right. A pre-order is where you have a good and you put it on the market before it's actually released so others can pre-order it and go ahead and get the order complete in advance before it's sold out. Okay? So, but now what she failed to mention was even with a pre-order and you make the purchase beforehand, all pre-orders have a release date. And her release date was September 15th. Now, what does that pre-order guarantee you? It guarantees the consumer who made the purchase that upon that release date, that item, that good will be shipped out immediately because you pre-ordered it. Anything that goes on before that time frame, like I say, it's during the pre-order phase. And so when you purchase the book and you waiting for it, yeah, that's what it is to pre-order something. You're going to wait because it hasn't been released yet. But when the release date has came and gone and that good still has not been sent like it's supposed to, that is a breach of contract. Because if you look up the definition, and I took the time to post it for you guys, if you look up the definition of a pre-order, it guarantees immediate shipping upon release. Now, you can't get mad at people when they expect for something to be sent to them immediately because they pre-ordered it to ensure that they would get this item upon the release date. Now, here it is. What is this? October 29th. And November 5th is right around the corner. So that would be 2 months that some of these people have not received their book. That's not the definition of immediate shipping. That's not a guarantee that what was supposed to take place did. So it is a breach of contract. And for people to say they were scammed, I'm sure they quite obviously did feel like they were scammed because the contract that they had into place was breached. So if we're going to give our definitions and educate people, make sure we tell the whole definition of what a pre-order is and what a pre-order does. Don't skip some parts to try to make ourselves look good. We got to tell it all. And so, yes, a pre-order is where you pre-order a good. And upon release date, it guarantees immediate shipping of that item. Because you done waited all that time for this item to be released. And now here it is, the release date. And so you want your item because you done waited already through the pre-order and everything else. You want your item. You want your item. If that book or that item is not sent out immediately, it is a breach of contract. A breach of contract. Okay? Now, in life and in business, shit happens. Shit happens. It doesn't always go according to plan. But guess what? You have plan A, you have plan B. You have a backup plan for your backup plan for your backup plan. Because things are bound to happen. And with you having a team and you strategizing and you coming up with a plan and you having these contracts into place, if XYZ was to happen, then we will proceed by doing ABC. Period. That's how things are supposed to go in business, because nothing never goes according to plan. And so you always have to have a backup plan just in case. You have to take care of the seen and unseen problems that could possibly come with releasing a book, with conducting business, with doing anything. You always have to have a backup plan for the backup plan. And then sometimes you need to have a plan C, because you never know what may transpire. But to ensure that the consumers get the goods that you have promised them, that they have made good on their payment for, then you have to take an accountability of these things, and you have to do certain things, which is plan ahead and have a backup plan for your backup plan for your backup plan. If you can't do XYZ, then guess what? That team that you got into place already had another plan to take care of what you couldn't have taken care of, because they already foreseen that it was a possibility that you wouldn't be able to conduct this because of the fact that you had kids, or because of the fact that you might have gotten sick, or because of the fact that the book wasn't going to be published on time, or the printing wasn't going to be taking place. Period. Now, when starting any business, you have to have some kind of knowledge of the business that you want to start. And the first thing that you got to do is either one, study it by doing research, or go to school and learn the ins and outs of the business that you want to start. You don't just fly by the seat of your pants and say, oh, I want to start a business and this is what I'm going to do. And, you know, when I meet Tom, Dick, and Harry, they'll help me along the way. You can't rely on somebody else's knowledge. You have to have some knowledge of what's going on, so that way when problems arise, then guess what? You know how to handle and deal with those problems, because you took the time out to get your data together, collect your research, and figure out how to move forward when XYZ happens. And if XYZ was to happen, then I got A, B, and C already into place, because I took the time to get my resources together, to get my data together, to make sure that my team was on point. Because if we have a team and we have a group of lawyers into place, those are resources. What are we paying them for if they're not being utilized as resources? What are we paying them for if they don't have contracts into place to make sure that we not asked out when shit goes on and when conducting business? So that's all I can say is you need to have your resources together, or you need to be educated by either going to school, doing online classes, whatever you got to do, so that way you know what's going on in the business that you are trying to establish, that you're trying to conduct. Period. Now, I myself have never wrote a book. I have wrote countless poems. They have been published and everything else. But knowledge is power. And it took me all of 2 seconds to look up this information online in regards to before you publishing your book. And it was various resources that were on the internet that would help you in regards to publishing a book, giving you checklists of what to do when you publish a book, when you go to sell a book, everything. Utilize your resources so that way you don't leave no stones unturned when it comes to conducting business. Have your research and your facts together. And you don't just take the word of the first page that you come to on the internet. No, you look over a couple of them and make sure that they are regurgitating the same information to you, so that way you know that you are conducting business in the appropriate manner. Hell, I get about 4 or 5 different resources just to make sure that I have all my ducks in a row, and that I didn't rely upon just one person's knowledge and what one person said. I went and did the research on my own, and I made sure that the information that each one of these people regurgitated was on the same playing field and on the same level. And if it was any change-ups, then I would know that it was a change-up and it was something that I need to go further look into, because I didn't hear that from book B that I had read, but I heard it from book A, and book A had said that, and that's what I had been using as my reliable source. Have your ducks in a row. Knowledge is power. Now, another thing is, do one project at a time. You get very easily distracted when you take on too many things. Complete one project before you start another project, because those distractions boggle your mind down and you don't complete the first task that you got before you start another one. Make sure you have completed your first project before you move on to yet another project. Period. And if you are having to take on more than one project, then you need to have more than one team into place. Team A should be allocated to this, and Team B should be allocated to that. And then when they both get together, the material that they present to you coincides together, because multiple people worked on the project. All right, because some of y'all asked me for my opinion, I'm going to go ahead and let you know up front. I'm Miss Leda. I'm opinionated, I'm unbothered, and I'm unapologetically me. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to tell you my opinion, and you might not like it, but I'm going to give it to you because you asked for it. Don't shoot the messenger.
Yo, one thing that life has taught me is that a shortcut is not really a shortcut. Have you ever noticed that when you take a shortcut, you still end up doing more work than you would have done if you just would have did the work off top? What was the point of taking a shortcut if you got to go back and redo the work that you should have did along the journey in the first place? See, instead of trying to rush to the destination, just stride to the destination. You still gonna make it to the destination, but at least when you get to the destination, you don't have to do any rework. You would have learned everything you need to learn throughout the journey, and you can be at your destination and be chilling, like successfully chilling, versus having to get there just to turn around and go back and do some more work. So was it really a shortcut?
All right, y'all. So I'm about to give you my thoughts and opinion. Here we go. The reason why I titled the video that I think Love by Erica is pulling a Tasha K in front of her supporters is because I do. I honestly do. Tasha K ran off to Africa to get married, remarried to her husband, and spent over $1 million, knowing that she had a lawsuit and judgment against her for $3.3 million. And they said that it was some punitive damage and everything, totaling up to $4 million. And basically was taunting Cardi B, telling her to stop crying about her money because she was still going to do her and have a good time and live life regardless of that judgment. And so what did Cardi B do? She slapped an injunction on her to stop her bank account from being able to be utilized because she was spending money frivolously and she know that she had to pay her. So how are the two the same? Well, Let me go ahead and give it to you. Luvd by Erica is planning a wedding. We still don't know who the groom is, but she's planning a wedding. She's showing you these dresses. She's showing you the cakes that Steve Harvey helped her to pick out. She's showing you the tuxedos that she's purchased for her kids and everything else. Yet she hadn't completed her first project and her first task, which was to get the books shipped to all of you guys, to go ahead and follow through with these book tours that she had scheduled, because that's what she had said that she was going to do. She set up these meet and greets, these book tours, and everything else. But now, because she didn't complete it and comply with the contract that she had with you guys did just like Carly B and contacted the people who were selling the books and let them know you felt like you were scammed and you wanted your money back. Carly B wanted her money. Tasha K had time to plan $1 million wedding. Erica over there planning a wedding. They want their money. Carly B wanted her money. Y'all want y'all money. That's why I say I feel like she's doing a Tasha K on her supporters. Not trying to be funny. I'm just telling you how I see it. Some of you may agree. Some of you may disagree. We all adults. We can be respectful. We can have a grown folk conversation. I'ma listen. I love to engage. So please leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. But my whole thought and feeling about that is, don't play with people's money. And before you start producing more videos regards to your wedding, complete your book orders first. Complete the book orders. You saying that you're taking time to be a mother, but you taking time to go and produce these videos for this wedding with no groom, but yet and still you haven't completed your first task. Complete that task, then continue on with the wedding. Continue on with the wedding after that. Now, one thing you did say was that when people do reaction videos based upon you, you don't get any money off of it. You don't get anything from it. That's a lie. And I'm going to tell you how it's a lie. Because if multiple people are doing videos based upon something that you did, others are going to get curious and they're going to go to your channel and they're going to subscribe and they're going to see if what these people are saying about you is legit, if it's correct. So yeah, you getting something out of it, which is why you continue to put this stuff out there so that way people can continue to react to the things that you do, so that way you can build your subscriber count up. Because each time that you create a delusional wedding, which, like I say, I'm not trying to down you. If you get married, kudos. I'm proud of you. If you marry yourself, kudos. But the whole thing is, when people put these catchy titles and phrases and say delusional, that intrigues people. It makes them want to run over there and see, well, who the hell is this Luvd by Erica that they talking about? It makes them want to know who that person is. Like I say, I can only speak upon the stuff that you put out there and give my commentary based on the stuff that you put out there. I'm not fit to sit there and make up stories just to appease folks and create series to appease folks. But I will commentate each and every time that you put something out there, especially when someone has asked me. Now, some things that I just won't give my commentary on, and I'll tell a person, I'm sorry, I can't give my commentary on that. But to say that you don't get or gain anything from people speaking on you, that's not true. because you gain subscribers. You gain the attention of people. So with that being said, you gain money from them people who speak on you because they're shining a spotlight on you, and people are gravitating to you because they want to see if they see the same things that these other people are seeing. Okay, and then Miss Erica said that she doesn't understand why people dislike her, why they hate her, and that drama sells. Let me say this. She's absolutely right. Drama, sex, and controversy sells, especially on a social media platform. People love to engage in other people's drama versus their own. And so, yes, those are things that sell. But do I really think that people hate her as much as she thinks? No. I think they dislike the fact that people use excuses when it comes to this girl instead of making her be accountable for her own shit. And then they hate the fact that when someone calls her on her shit, she sharks the blame onto someone else and say, well, we all need to be held accountable. We all do. If we fuck up, we need to be held accountable for the shit that we do wrong. However, first, you take care of the shit that you doing wrong before you start sharking blame onto other people. So it's not so much that they don't like you. It's the fact that they don't like the excuses that you're young, that you're a mother with multiple kids and you can't. Hell, Peach McIntyre got 6 kids and a husband, and she still has managed to produce several books and get them out on time. So has Brianna, Miss LaTruth. You got 3. Brianna has 5, including her stepdaughter. And like I said, Peach got 6. You got 3. Excuses are like booty holes. Everybody got one. Everybody got one. But we all have to take accountability for our actions. Learn from the mistakes that we made and try not to make those mistakes again. Period. So what I'm saying is we all make mistakes. Miss Leda make mistakes. Miss Leda got to correct her mistakes. Y'all got to stop putting a cushion up underneath this girl's ass and let her fall and hit her ass on the ground sometimes so that way she can learn her lesson in regards to what is going on. Period. Period. If we all continue to put a cushion under people's ass, they never gonna learn their lesson and they gonna keep doing the same shit until you call them on their shit and stop putting a cushion underneath their ass. They're not gonna learn. They are not gonna learn. People have to take accountability for their own actions. That's maturity. That's growth. Period. Okay, so now let me say this before I end this video. I was proud of the fact that she said, I'm not going to stop. I've been on YouTube since 2018 and nobody is going to run me off of this platform. You should never give anybody the opportunity to run you off of this platform. It's YouTube. It's social media. These people don't know you. They all trying to eat just like you trying to eat. They all trying to get to a bag just like you trying to get to a bag. Don't let them stop your bag. Kudos to you. You still got kids that you got to take care of at the end of the day. So yeah, I'm proud of her for saying that. And for those of you who thought, oh, she can't stand her, she don't like her, you wrong. I'm telling you right now, I'm proud of her for saying that. Keep striving. Keep trying to get to the bag. Keep being creative and inventive. But take accountability for the things that you did. Make sure if you putting out merchandise and it's pre-ordered that you conducting business accordingly. And until you know the ins and outs of business and you actually have a team in place, Don't put that shit out there, because it comes to bite you in the ass later on down the line if it doesn't come true. You don't want to be known as the person who cried wolf all the time, and then when the wolf actually came, nobody was there to have your back. Because the first thing that people go back to is, look at the raffle. Now, I don't know if you actually gave them people their money back on that raffle. Some say you did, some say you didn't. But this book has been made public in regards to people not receiving a book. You've done videos on it. But you have to know the full definition of what a pre-order means in order to understand that, yes, people felt like they were scammed because their contract was breached. And I'm happy you try to educate people, but make sure that you give them the full lesson, not just part of it, if you're going to educate them. Now, as a mom, I get it. I get it. We forget things because our kids are our focus. But multiple people have businesses and have kids, and they still continue to progress. And they really do have teams in place to handle things when they can't, because their motherly duties come first. So don't say that you have all these people into place, and then when shit hits the fan, oh, I was on my mom's shit, as if you was by yourself. Make that shit make sense. If you got a team and if you got lawyers, how are you getting scammed? You have contracts into place because them lawyers, before you conduct business, is going to have contracts into place. Before there's any fuck-ups, your team is going to make sure they've taken care of the seen and unseen problems that could possibly arise with this book not being able to be released on time, and how to handle it, and what to do, and XYZ. It wouldn't take almost 2 fucking months for that shit to be resolved. Now, like I say, you very creative with the stuff that you do. But then you also make all these excuses. Woman to woman, keep thriving. Learn from your mistakes. Stop allocating the blame onto other people. We got to look in the mirror every now and then and realize that ain't everybody at fault. Sometimes the shit is our fault, and we got to take ownership for it. And just simply say, I didn't know. Put your grown woman panties on, baby. You able to take them down, be able to put them on. Y'all, that's my thoughts and opinion. I'm done. I'm Miss Leda. I'm opinionated. I'm unbothered. And I'm unapologetically me. All right, guys, that is the end of this video. Until next time, I am your girl, Miss Leda, wishing you nothing but blessings and peace and happiness, honey. Please continue to pray for this world and all the trials and tribulations that everyone is going through on a daily basis. If you guys don't know, please make sure you go over there and check out my Auntie Vaughn. She just made it to 300 subscribers. Congratulations, Auntie Vaughn. Kudos. She is better known as Vaughn's Vittles. Let's eat. And then also make sure you go check out my Auntie Linda. It is MZ capital LNDA on YouTube. She is also known as the queen of reaction videos, and I love to call her the female cussing pastor because she definitely gonna cuss. That's one thing she gonna do, but she gonna keep it real with you. She gonna instill some wisdom into you, and she gonna tell you off in the name of Jesus, baby. Hallelujah! And then always make sure you go over there and check out my girl Nosy Gang. She hasn't been on lately, but if you get her to 1,000 subscribers, I might be able to convince my girl to come on back. She is about 6 away from actually getting to 1,000 subscribers. So please, please, please encourage my girl to come on back as always. Then also my auntie Linda is almost to 300 subscribers. Can y'all go on and help her get there? Help her get there, please. Please help my auntie out. You know, she is thebomb.com. I love me some Miss Linda and some Auntie Vaughn. Y'all stay tuned for what we have in store next for you guys, because you never know. We might even do some collabs together. All right? Y'all stay blessed. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.
Come in and let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk to me. Come on in.
Girl, come on in here and talk to me. Sit on down and relax your tired feet.
Come in and let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk